Hey, what's up, Hammer fam? Welcome back to HammeredHead. Don't mind the change in scenery. I'm on the road today and just went to the Holocron toy store in Fort Worth, Texas. If you're ever in the area, I definitely recommend going. It's like a Star Wars collector's dream come true in there. They have pretty much everything you could imagine for very good prices. I spent like an hour in there just looking around, and I was able to get this Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost Astromech Droid, which is really great. They don't really sell these guys outside of Disney parks and stuff. So finding one out here in Texas is really exciting, and I'm definitely looking forward to reviewing him. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer. He looks pretty cool in there. I do like the packaging. It's very basic, but it's kind of cute. But nothing too special about the droid himself, other than like sort of the pink, purplish coloring, which looks nice. I think he comes with a drink tray. It's kind of tough to see in the packaging, so we'll see when we get him out. It's, some serving apparatus or something. They don't actually give these names. They're more just like generic Build-A-Droid things. Droid factory models. But whatever. I guess you can name them yourself. Transported all the way from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost. Batuu. Sick. Yeah, so I guess that's him with the drinks. Collect stylized droids. Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost. Just a ton of warnings on the back, nothing exciting. Same on the bottom. Yeah, let's open him up. Yeah, how do you like that? So he does come with a drink tray, and it looks phenomenal. There is a bit of an issue with the guy in that it doesn't really sit very well on his legs when he's sort of in transportation mode. But if you take it off and then put him in just standing upright mode, it does slide right on. Fits very nicely on top of him. It's not going anywhere. It looks really good. But then the issue becomes the center leg. So the center leg doesn't actually have any articulation in it. It's kind of just molded into that forward position. So what you got to do is pop it out, and then he can just stand upright with the drink tray. Pop him in a corner somewhere to serve guests. But in general, I really like this guy. He looks phenomenal. If you find him, he's definitely a cheaper drink droid than like the R2-D2 versions out there. But the detailing is pretty good. The center leg is, nothing really fancy going on. But the droid itself looks really, really nice. Nothing too fancy again. It's just a pretty standard Astromech. But the paint color choice is really, really good. I love that. This kind of yellow blob back here looks cool too. So it kind of checks all the boxes you would want from an Astromech. Does his head pop off? I think their head might pop off, but I don't want to force it. Just fact check me online if that's true. Same with the legs. Oh, the legs come off. Yeah, so it is a standard Build-A-Droid model. The feet are a little bit loose. Not a huge deal. Again, you kind of just are going to want to pop them down somewhere. And yeah, no peg holes, just these little wheel things. Drink tray again looks awesome. It's a really cool gold color. That looks like it's going to fit in perfectly either with a Jabba's Palace setup or even a Coruscant nightclub setup. Definitely has the right vibes all around. But it's got these cool engravings. Really nice paint, and these shot glasses do come off. I almost lost a couple opening them up because they're very, very small. But they fit on there kind of firmly, but if you bump into them, they are going to pop off, so just want to be extra careful not to lose those. But the glasses themselves, I think, look really cool. And again, it fits on him well enough. Not really if you're going to have him move around, but if he's just going to be a stationary setup, looks decent enough. I was right, by the way. The head does pop off. It's a little, firm on there. And then you can kind of see like the inner workings inside. Again, just pretty standard stuff for a Build-A-Droid. Nothing too fancy, but always fun to, poke around inside these droids. Yeah, again, they didn't name these Trading Outpost Droid Factory figures. So I don't really know how you would look this guy up other than just to describe him. But, if you happen to see him, I'd say pick him up. I really like that paint scheme, and the drink tray is just awesome. And they're pretty cheap for the most part. Again, tough to come by because they mostly are just sold around the Disney parks. But if you happen to see one out in the wild, don't shy away. It's definitely a great addition to a cantina or crime den or anything like that. He does have those mechanical issues with holding the tray up, but it's not a huge deal. I still think he looks great, and he's going to fit right in my cantina when that eventually comes in. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.